Hey guys, I'm Desikan and today's video I'm going to be talking about my current favorite products. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about some makeup, skincare, you will see in today's video. So it's been a while since I have shared my favorite products with you and I'm so excited to do that because it's always nice to share with you what I am currently enjoying. So let's get started. The first product that we have is this one. This one is from the brand called FURR by Be Safe, and this one is their Sea Algae Daily Repair Face Serum. So this you get 30 ml of product and this retails for 499 rupees, which I find is to be super affordable. And you can get this one on an additional discount if you use my coupon code Deepthi15. I will also leave the link to this product in the description box below, so make sure to check this out. So this serum contains sea algae, which the key properties of sea algae is to revitalize your skin, hydrate and tone your skin, and this serum is said to enhance skin radiance and maintains texture of your skin, and I feel like it does exactly that. So of late my skin has been going through some things. I have been updating you guys in a couple of videos that I don't know what the problem was, but my skin was breaking out a little bit and then it was leaving a little bit of a scar and it was just looking dull and different from what my skin usually looks like. So I switched up a couple of skincare products and I did include this serum in my skincare routine as well. And this is what the serum looks like. And I feel like this is such an amazing serum. It enhances your skin tone, it evens out your skin tone and skin texture. So that's what I have been dealing with, and my skin looks a lot more smoother and a little bit more glowier and a lot better than how it used to look before. So this serum is pretty lightweight. It's not too thick but not too runny as well, and I feel like you have to give it that time to soak into your skin, and once it does, it just gives you a beautiful glow. And I feel like this would work for all skin types, and it has really good ingredients which I really like. So the ingredients in this, from what I can see, is it has ethyl ascorbic acid, which is a staple form of vitamin C and which is one of my favorite derivatives of vitamin C, because my skin is really compatible with this form of vitamin C, this particular ingredient, and it just it's such a great product to use on a daily basis, and it kind of brightens your skin tone and also fades away a little bit of that tan and unevenness on your skin. And it also contains licorice extract, which is again one of my favorite ingredients, especially if you have pigmentation on your skin. It also has sea algae extract, which is one of their key ingredients, and aloe vera extract, green tea extract and oatmeal extract as well. So it's really nice bunch of ingredients right here, and I've been using this religiously morning and nighttime with my other skincare products, and it's working really well, and it's very compatible with my other skincare products, especially actives. So I really like this serum. You have to let it rest on your skin for a little bit. It takes a little bit of a time to absorb, and then you can layer on your moisturizer, your other products, or you can even use your other serums and then use your moisturizer. And this one does contain a mild fragrance to it, nothing that's overpowering, nothing that triggers my skin, and nothing that triggers my nostrils. So if you have normal to dry skin, I think you would really like this one. And you can also use this underneath your makeup, because it has that kind of like a sticky texture to it, which makes your makeup adhere onto this really well. Amazing product. I have been really liking that. And then let's move on to the next product in no particular order. The foundation that I have been reaching out for so much, and I have been really liking this one, is the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I know it's surprising that I have normal to dry skin, but I'm like recommending a matte foundation. I really like this foundation because it's not too matte and clingy on my skin, and it doesn't emphasize as much texture, and it gives me the liberty to try out a lot of different glowy products underneath this. I really like the Too Faced original foundation as well, but with that I can't use a lot of glowy products because it would make my skin look a little bit oily. But with this I experiment and use the products that I feel like I want to always use, and it just works really well. I really like the shade match of this. This one is in the shade Praline, just like I have the shade Praline in the original one, which are exactly same identical shades, and it is amazing. So if you have oily skin and you were looking to use a good foundation that photographs well, looks really nice, doesn't look too cakey and doesn't cling onto your skin weirdly, you should definitely try this one out. It also could be your bridal foundation if you have oily skin. It holds up really well, and I really like this particular product. So like I mentioned, I like to add a little bit of glowy products underneath these foundations, and one is my Bioderma Autoderm cream. I have talked about this so many times. Now, if you have normal to dry skin, you should definitely try this one out. It works really, really well, especially if you want your skin to look like it's very well hydrated. You would really like this. This is fragrance free and works with most of your makeup products as well, especially like a matte product and all of that. And then another product that again I have used today as well, and used most of the times when I'm using a little bit more of a matte product. This one is the Ikai See the Glow Dry Oil. This is very similar to the Color Bar Cellular Dry Oil, just that this is cheaper, and on a discount it is a little bit more cheaper, so it depends on your preference. I use both, and this one is really good to use underneath foundations like this one, and it adds a beautiful glow as well, and I have been really liking this one. I use it quite a bit to like prep my skin really well. And then another foundation that I like to mix and also use it on its own, this is the NY Bay liquid foundation. This one is a little bit of a newer purchase and a newer favorite, and ever since I've got this one, I have been mixing this in with my other foundations, and I really like it. It's just that this one is a little bit thick and it's hard to get the product out, so you have to use a brush, which I wish the brand would change the packaging or the consistency, or I hope that during the summertime the consistency of this changes. But this is a really, really nice foundation at this price point. It seems like a high-end foundation, photographs beautifully, looks really nice on the skin. It's sort of like, you know, it has a little bit of glow to it, but it's also not too glowy and not too matte, so it has that beautiful like satin finish on the skin and doesn't exaggerate anything. So it's a really good foundation to use on its own or to mix it in. So today I did mix it in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I've been loving how my base looks. So all of these products just add on, and I really like my base like this. But I do get comments that, you know, what do you have on your face? It's just a little bit too much. You know, you have too much highlighter. It's usually not highlighter. Like even in today's video, I don't really have a highlighter on my face. It's just that I like my base to be glowy. It's a personal preference. I like to see my skin like that. I feel like it looks nice and then it looks a little bit healthy. Not everyone has to like it. You know, it's just my preference. And then another affordable foundation. I feel like, you know, affordable brands are coming up with really good foundations and really good products. They've been killing it. This one is the Insight HD foundation. This one is their dewy finish foundation. So it is true to the name. It's really dewy. So I wouldn't recommend this for people with combination oily skin type. I think you wouldn't really like this, but it's a very nice dewy finish foundation for people with normal to dry skin, and it looks really nice and like definitely looks like HD, like blurred out, even, nice on the skin. And this shade MN30 is a little bit dark for my skin tone, so I do mix it in with like lighter BB creams and use it because I don't want any product to alter the way this one looks. So just that the shade is not a right match. So until I get my right shade, I will be mixing it in with my other foundations and using it. And I also have a demo of that in a previous video. I think that was uploaded yesterday if I'm not wrong, and I did a subtle like Valentine's Day look where your skin looks healthy and fresh and skin-like, and I used this one in conjunction with another product and love this. And the price point, again, this one seems like high-end. Really good affordable foundation. You don't really have to think twice like before you get these two affordable foundations. And then for concealer, of course, I have my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. These products go really well. Like all of the Too Faced products that I own work really well together, and this is a really nice full coverage concealer. It covers up pretty much everything, stays in place, quite long lasting, doesn't crease as much, and really good. I feel like I get good high coverage with this, and it stays in place for me. So I think I should stop mentioning this concealer in every other video. I need to really stop, but it's because it's always a constant favorite of mine and I reach out for it so much more. And the next product that I have is also a newer favorite, and this is the Insight Full Coverage Concealer. This is not full coverage, this is medium coverage, but it's really creamy, and for an affordable concealer, it lasts really well. No affordable concealer has lasted around my under eye area. It pretty much fades away from the inner corner, and this one stays in place, doesn't crease and doesn't cake as much. And I'm not sure how you would like this if you have combination oily or oily skin type. I can't vouch for that, so I would recommend looking up other reviews, but for me it works really well and I really like it. I have this one in the shade I think MY20 or MN20, and it's a pretty good match. It has slight yellow undertones to it. It's not very neutral, so it matches me pretty well, and it's what I have underneath my eyes paired up with another concealer. It's just that this side of my under eye area looks a little bit dark. I'm not sure why. Like if I look at it straight up, it's looking fine. I don't know if there's any kind of shadow, but yeah, it's a really good concealer. And another concealer that I paired up with that one, which is a rediscovery for me, is the Maybelline Instant Age Divine Dark Circle Eraser Concealer. I really like this. I had this one in the shade medium and honey. They were not blendable. They were not working for my skin tone. So I got this one in the shade caramel. This is a lot more blendable, works really well for me. And I don't really have to color correct as such when I'm using this, because it has that warm undertone to it, which is a little bit darker for my skin. So it pretty much corrects the under eye area really well. So I really like this. It's not high coverage, it's light medium coverage, maybe buildable medium, but it stays in place again and doesn't like cake up or crease and doesn't settle onto the lines in the under eye area. So that's the reason I really like this one. It's just that this sponge does soak up a lot of product and it looks like you've used up a lot of it. And then we have a bronzer, which is the Balm Take Me Home bronzer. This one is the anti-orange bronzer, and I have this one in the shade Greg. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is available on Nykaa, but if it is, pick this one up if you feel like, you know, bronzers look too warm for your skin and contour products are a little bit too gray and ashy, and you want something that is right in between where it doesn't have like a very stark undertone. You would really like this. And I like bronzers that don't look like I have a lot of bronzer on my skin. So if you know me, I used to stay away from bronzers for the longest time, and I've recently started using a lot of that, and I really like this bronzer. I love the undertone of this, the blendability, and also this works as a really nice eyeshadow shade. So sometimes I just use this one all over my lid, and I get asked, what is that you have on your eyes, because it looks a lot more put together, especially if you have like similar kind of outfits or just brown outfits, black outfits. It just gives you a nice wash of color, and it's such a nice bronzer. So highly recommend. If you can pick this one up, please do so, especially when they have really good discount on Nykaa on Balm Cosmetics. And then coming to an eyeshadow palette, this one is the Anastasia Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. I really like this one, and it's what I have on my eyes today as well. It's quite blendable, and if you are a beginner, okay, and you feel like, oh my god, blending eyeshadow is such a task, I feel like palettes like this would make it a lot more easier for you, because they give that ease of blending. They're really smooth, and they're not very rigid on the eye. So this eyeshadow palette does have a little bit of powder kickback, so when you dip your brush in, there will be a little bit of powder, like poof, but they give you the blendability. So this is what my eyeshadow palette looks like. I have been using this one so much. Like, I really like how these eyeshadows turn out on my eye every single time, and if you have like black eye, brown eye, complements your eye color really well. Such a good eyeshadow palette. Again, pick that up on a discount. You get really good discount on that. And then coming to a mascara, this one is the Huda Beauty Legit Lash Mascara. Ever since this one was launched, I always had my eye on this mascara, because I liked how it was giving people length and volume and everything. And I don't naturally have like really nice voluminous or lengthy lashes. So I'm really happy when a mascara can give that for me. So I got this one in a travel variant. So you get 3.5 ml on each side, so totally 7 ml. And this, I got it on a pretty good discount for 990 rupees. So it is really good for this size of a mascara, and it's what I have on my eyes today as well, and I really like it. And then talking about a blush, I have this Renee Lip and Cheek Tint. I have talked about this quite a few times. I really like how it looks on my skin. It's what I have again today. Such a subtle wash of color. This one is in the shade Pandora Pink, and I don't really like this on my lips, but I love it on my cheek. It's very long wearing. You don't really have to retouch upon it that often, and it's creamy, adds a nice glow, and you can compensate a highlighter with this one. You don't really have to use a highlighter when you have this. It gives a really good subtle natural glow on your skin. And then talking about highlighters, of course I have to give a mention to these two highlighters. This one is the Nykaa Strobe and Glow highlighter. I really like this one if you want like a natural looking highlighter but that wet finish with not a lot of shimmer particles. You would really like this. You can use this on your body as well. The only thing is that the consistency of this is quite thick, like it dries up a lot in the bottle itself, so you have to literally like scoop it out. But apart from that, it's such a nice highlighter. Like, it gives you that editorial, like magazine, really wet, beaming highlighter, like that, glowy. Looks really good. And this one is the Swiss Beauty Pearl Illuminator Makeup Base. So this one has a pink undertone to it. So I don't really use this on my face at all. But I like to use this on my body, and it gives a really, really nice glowy finish. Especially if you're wearing like a sleeveless top and you want to highlight your shoulders, your collarbones and everything. It is a really nice highlighter, affordable body illuminator. That's what I like this one for. Not so much on my face. And then let's move on to two perfume favorites of mine. This one is the Mua by Nykaa perfume. This one is in the variant, I'm not going to even try pronouncing it, I will leave it right here. And this one is the Iba Halal Raindrops perfume. This one I have talked about quite a few times, but I've never mentioned about this one. The scent on this is amazing. It is a blend of citrus and pepper grounded with the woody notes of amber and oak moss. This has a beautiful citrus scent. You can smell that. You can definitely smell the amber in this, and this is such a long lasting scent. And if you were to wear this, people would definitely ask you what you have on, and it's amazing. Especially if you spritz this one on your fabric, it holds on a lot longer. An amazing scent. So I have been using this for quite some time, and it looks like I haven't used it that much because you just need very, very little amounts of it. I am not someone who like drenches myself in perfume because that would give me a headache, but such a nice scent. Something that's not overpowering and mild, but it's long lasting, and it's not like, you know, you wouldn't get the scent of this at all. And this pairs really well with the Iba Halal perfume. Like the combination of both of this is amazing. This one is quite similar to the Davidoff perfume, the women's perfume. And even this one, you need a very, very tiny amounts of this, especially if you're just like applying it on your outfit, because fabric holds on to perfume a lot longer. And this one again smells fresh, fruity, aqua-like, and such a great combination of perfumes. And so definitely do look into both of these if you are someone who likes like slight citrus notes, slight aquatic notes. You would love these perfumes. And then I just quickly wanted to talk to you guys about two makeup brushes that I have been loving. This one is the Europe Girl makeup brush in EG046. This is really good if you want to use this for foundation, for powder, for bronzer. Pretty much blends out everything. Such a nice multi-purpose brush. Even you can use this for blush as well. A multi-purpose brush which doesn't make anything streaky, blends it out seamlessly. And also I have the PAC 073 brush. This is so precise for concealer underneath your eyes. Even if you have like eyeshadow and you feel like, okay, your concealer is fading a little bit, you just want to touch it up just a little bit. It gives you a nice blend without leaving any streaks. Also, sometimes, you know, you just go a little heavy-handed with the concealer, especially if you've applied it underneath your eyes after your eyeshadow and everything is done. So you don't want anything to go on top and ruin that. So you want something that can blend everything well, also absorb a little bit of product, and precision. This brush is great for that. And then we have a couple of lipsticks. These are MAC lipsticks. I have them in two shades. I have the shade Marrakesh, which is a nice burnt orange shade. And I have been reaching out for them, especially when my outfit requires it. Like if I have an outfit that requires this kind of shade, I go for this. It is a beautiful shade. It has a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown, a little bit of red. So great. Is it dupable? Of course, I have done that in another video. You can check that out right here. And the other shade that I have been reaching out for so much is the shade Paramount. And really, really nice shade. Very creamy and looks really nice on a lot of different skin tones, especially if you have medium and deeper skin tones. It's an iconic lipstick for sure. And then we have the Kiro Beauty lipstick in the shade Nude Garnet. I have been using this as my everyday lipstick. My everyday lipstick used to be Maybelline Nude Nuance, but I'm scared I'll run out of that because the formula of that lipstick has changed and I don't want to repurchase it anymore because it's a little bit more sheer and glossy looking, whereas the Nude Nuance that I have, I love the formula of that. So this has replaced that lipstick for sure. The formula is a lot more comfortable than the creamy matte lipsticks in my opinion. Like it doesn't exaggerate anything on your lips. Like if you have any kind of like flakiness, it's not sitting on that and creating a line. It doesn't do that. It's quite long lasting and beautiful shade options. The shade Nude Garnet is my everyday shade and I wear this without makeup. And then the lipstick that I have on my lips right now, the Swiss Beauty lipstick in the shade Bronze. If you haven't picked this one up, you guys are missing out on something that's really amazing. Like, I have talked about this in so many different videos because it's amazing. And it's also a lipstick that you can mix in with any shade and it will look 10 times better. And then the other one that I have is the Lakme Absolute Matte Melt Liquid Lip Color. This one is in the shade Mocha Shot. Great formula, beautiful shade, would look like a nice brown tone nude shade on deeper skin tones without makeup. And this is something that I again wear without makeup. Love the formula, long wearing, not drying, pigmented, great. So next up I have some nail paints, which I never really mentioned nail paints in my video ever, but I think it is about time. So if you're wondering, okay, what I wear in my videos, it's most of the times these. So the one that I have on my nails right now, this one is a gel nail polish in the shade Sky Eye. It's a beautiful periwinkle shade and it's so pigmented, very long lasting. This is the only nail polish that actually stays on my nails for a really long time, pigmented and really nice. And the other one that I have is the Nika nail enamel in the shade So Delicious. This is my favorite since a really long time. Okay, I've been mentioning this in a couple of old favorite videos of mine. A beautiful teal shade, and this one is quite pigmented. Like, some of the Nika nail paints don't have consistency in their formula. Some of it is too runny, some of it is nice and thick and moussey. This one is a nice formula. It's quite thick but not clumpy, and it looks beautiful on the nails. And then we have the Maybelline Color Show nail paint in the shade Mint Mojito. I don't know if this is even available, but it's a nice light green, like a light beautiful green shade. It has a subtle yellow hint to it as well, and it's nice. It's really nice. It's a nice summer shade. And then I have a hair product to talk to you about. This one is the Betty's dry shampoo, but this one is the Divine Dark variant. If you haven't tried out a dry shampoo, because it's going to give you that white cast, white powderiness on your scalp, this is the variant you should try out, especially if you have hair like mine. And it instantly absorbs all of that oil slick and makes your hair look a lot more bouncy, a lot more voluminous, and looks fresh, smells divine. The Divine Dark variant. Sometimes, you know, I wash my hair and the next day it decides to like let out all of that oil onto my scalp, and it'll just look moist. If the weather is moist, my hair is moist. So at all of those times, I really need this dry shampoo. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This was a huge list of products. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And these are the products that I have been loving currently. Let me know what are your favorite products in the comment section down below. So I would really like to try out some of your favorite products. So let me know your favorites in the comment section down below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.